PhET is an interactive lab tool used by teachers. It came from the University of Colorado. PhET is a library of multiple physics, chemistry, math, earth science, and biology lab simulations. One of the reasons why you'd want to use this is because it's interactive. You can slow or pause the lab whenever it is needed. And the reason why you may want to use this would be because either the kids have been chronically absent for them to make up the work, or if you just lack the equipment or space. For example, projectile motion is the topic that we cover in physics. Well, usually you need a lot of space, and we get to it during December during a cold month, so it's not really practical to go outside. So we could use this. Every single lab that's in their library has the topics it covered, sample learning goals, standards, and alignment. It has a section for teacher tips that you can read about how to use the lab, and even a video to watch for the teachers to be able to learn how to use it yourself before you have the students use it. Then it has a list of activities that other teachers have created and uploaded that you can pull to either have Word documents or PDFs that will give the instructions for the activity that teacher used. And you can either use it or you can be inspired to use your own. Another reason why you want to use this would be there's translation feature. Every single one, a bunch of languages are covered. I was an ELL teacher, so I had Spanish and students from Vietnam. So I could upload their version so that way the lab was in their language for when they're using it. And then they have their resources of who put this together, the lab and stuff like that. For example, the projectile motion even has 4 different parts to it if you just want to do a general intro, vectors, drag, or the lab. In the projectile motion, I was already playing with it. You can have the students, if you're wanting to know how the angle changes projectile, you can shoot off a person at 30, shoot them at 35, and you keep changing the angle and you can see where they go, and you can have the students plot it and figure out what is the best angle for it to travel. You can even change the base height where it shoots from and stuff like that. So you can play with multiple things and have the students test out multiple variables on their own. Another reason you want to use it is really quickly, you can easily link it to your learning management system like I did in this past years in instruction myself. I just simply put the link and the instructions, students can click on it and it opens up the lab activity. And then they can change the different features for the collision car lab. And then they can do the settings, and then they can calculate whenever I want them to do throughout the entire lab. So those are reasons why you'd want to use PhET simulations for your student.